Hello and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where after yesterday's shenanigans with Rapuzzle, let down your sausage. You must check that video out if you haven't seen it, and the puzzle, more importantly. Absolute craziness from the Peddling Pianist. Today we're returning to relative normality with a puzzle called Cataract, which has been recommended a lot, and it's by Nicolas Duhail, and I have to say I am a massive fan of Nicolas Duhail's puzzles. He's so prolific and so brilliant. Every single one of the puzzles of his that I've done I have loved, and I've thought as I'm solving them and after I reflect on them how very clever they are. And this one, it just looks beautiful. And actually, I read the rules to this one before I turned on the webcam. And I must have seen this rule before, but I don't know that I have. It's sort of a slight variation on region sum lines, except the dots indicate where these lines are split into segments of equal sum. And it strikes me that that's going to completely sort of refresh the region sum line logic. So I'd be very surprised if we don't see more puzzles with this rule set. And as I say, lots of you have recommended that we try this particular one, which I am only too delighted to do. Yeah, we'll read the rules, which won't take long, of this one in a moment or two's time. What can I tell you about before we kick off today? We've got over on Patreon, of course, we have our, how is it, this one? Oh, no, that's the GCHQ. That's me solving GCHQ's puzzle of the year. We've got this one, Detective Pets by Sandra and Nala and Panthera, which you are all enjoying muchly, which I'm not surprised about at all. So if you enjoy Fog of War Sudokus, or you enjoy Japanese sum Sudokus, or you just enjoy both, and most people just enjoy both, that's over on Patreon right now. The closing date is in a few days' time, the 20th. So if you'd like to win the chance to come onto the channel and solve a puzzle, then that's the way to do it. Other than that, I've got a birthday to do today. Let me look at my list of birthdays. Now, I'm almost certainly going to mispronounce the birthday's name, so forgive me, but I'm going to go for Kaimile. I hope I've said that correctly. Kaimile, you've turned 22 today. And I know this because your boyfriend Hafsar wrote to me and said that you do watch the channel a lot and that you really, really like it. So thank you for doing that. I'm absolutely thrilled whenever I hear about somebody who really gets addicted to this wonderful hobby that we all share. And Hafsar's a bit sad because I think the two of you are in different countries today, so you can't celebrate together. But he hoped that a birthday greeting from Cracking the Cryptic might be nice for you today. So, Kaimile, I hope that's right, and I hope you have a great birthday. And I hope, of course, that your birthday is celebrated with an enormous slice of very, very heavily iced chocolate cake. And that is, I think, all the news. I better turn off that picture, otherwise you won't be able to see the puzzle, and that's probably going to be bad. So, should we have a look at the rules of Cataract by Nicolas Duhail? This is not going to take long to read these rules. What do we have to do? We have got normal Sudoku rules applying, so we're going to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every one of the 3x3 block boxes. Dots divide lines into segments with equal sum. So let's find, so this line here has got that one, that one, that one, quite a lot of segments on that one. So each of these coloured segments would have the same sum. So say, and I might luck out here, let's go for 10. Let's say each of these sums to 10, well, let's say purple sum to 10, then you'd know indigo sum to 10, green sum to 10, red sums to 10, and yellow sums to 10. That is how the rule works. And there's only one more rule. Digits may repeat on lines, but not within a segment. So let's find where could digits repeat on a segment? I can't actually see an example where normal Sudoku would obviously prevent lots of... oh, there you go. That's at least one place. I mean, obviously, if that digit was a 1, you could absolutely have a 1 in one of those two by normal Sudoku. absent this rule. So that's an example. There might be other places in the grid, although I can't immediately see them, where digits can't repeat within a segment. But do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. I imagine we're going to have to make liberal use of the secret of Sudoku today. Should we start with that? I mean, I can't actually immediately... Oh, actually, no, I can't immediately see where to use it. But I share the secret with all of my favourite people. If you're watching this video, you're definitely one of my favourite people. So I'll tell you the secret, whether or not we need to use it. The secret of Sudoku is that... because of the rules of Sudoku, any box, any row, or any column contains the digits 1 to 9 once each. And if you sum the digits 1 to 9, you get 45. So, I don't know how we're going to use this, but for example, those 3 lines there, they must sum to 135, because they encompass 3 complete boxes of the puzzle. The lines sort of going around the top here, these lines, lost my army with a misclick, sorry about that. Those lines must sum to 5 lots of 45, which is 225. That's more difficult, isn't it? Now this one down here is less salubrious. These 2 lines don't encompass the whole of box 7, so we've got this cell here hanging off the edge. So I don't know how to deal with that. Let's try to find something we can do. You've probably all... I mean, that line's quite interesting, isn't it? That's a great big line that's only split in half, so to speak. So whatever that is the same as whatever that is. Ah, right. That is a bit suspicious to me. That is a 1-cell segment. Yeah, okay, I know what that digit is. But by the way, if you can't see what that digit is, just pause the video, because you'll get it once you think about it. But give yourselves the chance to get that. I mean, the simple question that we should ask, if we look at row 1, is where's 9? Because if 9 is in any of these 2-cell segments, the sum of that segment will be a double-digit number, because once we add 9 to anything, we're going to get at least 10. But that segment is meant to have the same sum. So we can't have a segment size on this long line here of 10. So it's going to have to, we're going to have to put the 9 into the corner. And that sort of makes sense actually now we think about it, because we said that that row by the secret sums to 45, and you can see that we've actually now, just look at the top row, don't look at the whole line. We've got 1 segment, 2 segment, 3 segment, 4 segment, 5 segments, each of which sums to 9. 9 5s are 45, so that makes total sense. Now, having said that, so we now know in some order that the dominoes in row 1 and the dominoes in column 9 are going to be 1 8, 2 7, 3 6 and 4 5. Sorry, I can't see what to do. I will see something eventually. I presume I will. Why is my phone? Oh dear. Okay, that's fine. I can't deal with that now, and I don't need to deal with it now. Okay, let's keep thinking about 9s. This isn't a particularly brilliant point, but where is 9 in box 7? I can see there's a small restriction there again, because 9 can't go on these 2-cell sums, which are going to add to a single-digit sum. So I don't know whether 9 is in these 2 cells or it's in the corner, but it's definitely in one of those 3 positions. And that must mean... all right, well, I'm going to look at that line now, which is not the line I thought we were going to start investigating, but that line is under pressure. In fact, I know what that digit is. I was about to say something less conclusive about that digit, but I'm actually going to say something very conclusive about that. I think that's an 8. Again, if you're not sure why, pause the video, because the reason I think this is an 8 is that you can see what's happening here is we're summing 3 different digits, to arrive at this total, because this has the same total as those 3 and has the same total as those 3. Now the minimum we can make 3 different digits sum to in Sudoku is 6 if they were 1, 2 and 3. But if this was a 6, this would be a 1, 2, 3. That would be a 1, 2, 3, and that would be a 1, 2, 3, and that's too many 1s, 2s and 3s in row 6 there, look. So what we can grok from that, or glean from it, is that whatever this total is, there must be at least 2 ways of making the total. So in terms of summing 3 different digits, there must be at least 2 ways to come up with this. So this can't be 6 and it can't be 7. 7 can only be made with 1, 2, 4. So it's at least 8, but it's not 9, so it is 8. And therefore, well, I don't. Well, one of these will be 1, 3, 4, and the other will be 1, 2, 5. They are the 2 ways of making 8 with 3 different digits. I am almost. Shall I do it? I mean, that's frivolous. That is totally frivolous. Mark would have done that in a heartbeat, but I wouldn't normally do that. But it is true. And there must be a 1, because 1, 2, 5 has a 1 in it and 1, 3, 4 has a 1 in it. There must be a 1 in this sum, so that digit is not a 1, slightly improving the excessive pencil marking that I've committed there. Okay, I now know 9 isn't in the corner of box 7, because 8, look, is on a line. I've got no idea where it is. It's in one of 6 places. But on that line, whether it's this outside line or this inside line, obviously the total on that line is going to be a single-digit total that must be 9, because we can't add 8 to 2, for example, and write a 10 in one of those. That's not going to work. So 8 and 1 are in those cells, and the 9 is no longer in the corner. That's another excessive pencil mark, but hopefully, well, it is, but it's given me a different thought. This 8 arrow, if I can call it that, this 8 conglomeration here, we know that the 1 in that sequence is in this domino. So we might ask, where's 1 in row 9? Because it's not there, and it's not here. So it's in one of those 3. So if it was in the corner, we would know this. That can be an 8. Look, 1, 8. If it's there, nobody knows anything about anything. If it's there, nobody knows anything about anything. So, okay, I'm going to go. Oh no, this is actually lovely. Nicolas is very clever, because he's surprising as well. I didn't think it would be this line. I thought it would be, I thought it would frankly be the 45 rule, which it isn't. But look at this line here now. That line, I know what the sum of it is again. Again, it's like lots of little discrete arithmetic ideas. So have a look at that and see if you can work out how I think I know what the segment size is there. Now the reason is it's sort of arrow logic, I suppose, or region sum logic, but we've got 5 different digits there in column 5, the minimum sum of which is 15. So I know these 2 cell sums each sum to at least 15. Now, they could sum to more, couldn't they? I mean, the highest 2 cell sum would be an 8-9 pair. But that's not going to be correct, because if this summed to 17, this would be an 8-9, and this would also be an 8-9, and that's impossible. Similarly, if this summed to 16, this would be a 7-9, and this would be a 7-9. It's the only way of making a domino sum to 16 in Sudoku. So this must add to at least 15, and therefore must add to 15 because 16 and 17 don't work. And that's fine because there are two different ways of making 15 in dominoes. There's 6, 9 and there's 7, 8. So that's what's happening there. This one isn't 8, so that one isn't 7. And I don't know what that means. Something. We can now, okay, what we're going to do now, I am determined to use the secret, and now I can, I think. Right, I am going to use the secret. I'm going to get rid of some colouring here. And then I'm going to restate or reinitiate some colouring in there. Because those are 3 complete boxes of the Sudoku. So we know the overall sum of those 3 boxes. It must be 3 lots of 45, which is 135. But I now, because of the work we've done, actually know the sum of these digits. Oh, that's a terrible choice of colour. Let's use yellow. This one is, that one actually is 45, isn't it? Because it's 3 lots of 15. Oh, I see. Okay, so basically this line and this line add up to 90 then. And this line adds up to 24. It's 3 lots of 8. So by my reckoning, that means that the purple line adds up to 66. 66 plus 24 is 90. And there are 3 segments on it. So each segment on this line adds up to 22. And that's... Oh. I could have done this somewhat more straightforwardly, but I didn't. I didn't realise that that was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple. If I'd seen that, I could have written 6. All the maths. I mean, we've proved maths works. We could have looked at Sudoku, said that's 6, 7, 9, and that's a complete segment. 6, 7, and 9 add up to 22. So we could have done it that way, but we did it rigorously. We didn't rely on using naughty old Sudoku to help us. Right, where are 6, 7, and 9 in this box? The answer is I don't know, except they're in that congregation of digits. So 8 in this box is in one of those cells. So 8 in column 5 is in one of 3 positions. And now I don't know what to do. 8's not here, is it? Because we've got 6, 7, 8, and 9. I mean, we could. It's a terrible, terrible thing to do. But we could label these cells with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we should. Maybe that one. And maybe this one. Because at least we know the segment size on these 2 lines. So this digit is... Well, it's the complement of this that adds up to 9 with it. So it's 8, 7, 6, 5, or 4. Now... No, okay, I don't know how to do that. Wow, where do you think we look next then? So maybe this 8 in this box? No, that can just go there. And that can be a 1. Or it could go in any of those. We've got no idea what all this is summing to. I mean, we can do some... Yeah, we could do some maths on that. I think there must be something a bit easier than that. Like, can I just give me a second to stare at this for a moment at least? Is it? It's not some sort of weird colouring or... Ah! Oh dear. Right. Those 2 cells. Yeah, okay. I just didn't see it. I'm not seeing any of this. I'm not doing Sudoku very well, am I? Okay. In row 6, I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple. So I can't really begrudge myself from putting 6, 7, 8, 9 in there. That can't be 9. Right, this is a low digit. Right, this isn't 8. Because 8 would engender a 1 beneath it to sum to 9. But we know the 1 is down there in box 9. So this digit is 6 or 7, and that digit is 2 or 3. It's going to be that segment, I think, now. We're going to look at that one, but just let me see if I can see anything else. No. All right, let's have a look at this segment, because that segment has to sum to 22, and we've now got 2 great big digits in it, which are going to sum to oh, wait. Well, one of them's you see, if that was an 8, oh no, that could even work. You could go 8, 6, 7 pair and a 1 here, and that would add up to 22. No, that is an 8. That C is a 6, 7, 9. Oh, I see. So this was just a naked single. I just didn't notice it. Okay. Now I've got a 6, 7, 9 triple in box 6 from somewhere. So this digit is 4, 5, or 8. So this digit isn't 2 or 3 anymore. Remember, these have to add to 9. And the 8 isn't in that cell, which takes the pressure off that yellow segment, actually, because it doesn't have to have 3 high digits anymore. If this is a 9, these could only have to add up to 5. Yeah, I mean, that, given I'm being so profligate with pencil markings, that cell is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the box logic, we've got a sort of 6, 7, 9 triple and an 8 in it already. Right, 8 is in one of these 3 cells. So 8 is in one of those 3. I mean, this would be the place we would like it to be. I don't know. Okay, and that has to add to 22 as well. That's going to have 1 high digit there and 2 digits from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's very similar in terms of its sort of basic constitution to the yellow segment. Right, let's make that segment orange. Just to remind myself that there's something intriguing about it, even if I haven't figured it out yet. Okay, in this column, I've also got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these digits are 6, 7, 8, 9. That top digit is not a 9. We know that segment must add up to 9. So this is a 1, 2, or a 3. It's still not enough. I think I'm going to have to use this outside part of the grid somehow, which is a slightly terrifying prospect. Or maybe actually it's not. Maybe I just have to use row 2. So whatever this digit is, that's going to be totally... Yeah, okay, that's quite interesting. This digit is under pressure because whatever this is, it gives the segment size for this inner line. Because we know that that whole row sums to 45. So let's say this was a 5. Now this is therefore 40, which means this segment is also 40. So we would have 80 on that line. Oh, yeah, okay. And if that's 5, well, whatever that is, it's the sum of those two, isn't it? That must be true. Imagine this is 5. This line sums to 40 now. This line sums to 40. But the whole of column 8 sums to 45. So those two must be the same. Those red ones add up to the purple one. So the purple is at least 3, because this must be at least a 1, 2 pair. So this, I mean, I'm not going to do it, but it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Yeah, okay, but mathematically, Yeah, okay. Let's think this through logically. We have got in this great big area of the grid, all of those cells, we know they sum to 5 lots of 45, which is 225. Now this edge thing here, that's going to sum to 81, isn't it? Because there are 9 segments of size 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this thing sums to 81, which means, what did we say, 225 for the whole thing. So 125 plus 19 is 144. So the whole of the green line and the whole of this line sum to 144. And the value of the green line is entirely dependent on the value of the purple. And and here's an interesting thought. Whatever the value of the purple is, we will then determine the value of the whole green line, deduct that from 144, and we must get 1, 2, 3, 4. We must get a number that's divisible by 5, so a number ending in 5 or ending in 0, because otherwise the maths can't work. So let's try 3 here and see if that works. So if this is 3, this sums to 42, therefore the cells below also sum to 42. So that's 84. Oh, that works immediately, because 84 is 60 different from 144. And there are 5 segments, so each segment would sum to 12. So if this is 3, each of these segments sums to 12. Right, that doesn't work, actually, but that is quite complicated. Okay, the reason that doesn't work is because this has to add up to 9. That's going to be a 6. And I don't think we can put 6 in this column then. But because these two can't be 6 because of this 6, 7, 9 triple, so they aren't 6. So 6 is up. Yeah, the way to think about it is to say 6 is in one of those cells. It has to be in one of those cells there, on a segment that sums to 12. So it's going to be double sixed. And we can't double 6 in this puzzle. So that doesn't work, but that's pretty complicated. Let's right, now if we change this slightly, see, it's not going to work, is it? Because if I change that by 1, those are going to change by 2. And that's not going to give us a number that's divisible by 5, given 3 was work. I don't think it is. I'm going to check it, but I don't think that's going to work. So if that's a 4, this would be 41. So this would be 41 as well, 82. Yeah, 82 plus a number, which is going to end in 2, it's got to be divisible by 5, so that's not going to work. So actually, because we're moving by 2 each time we move this number, we're going to have to move this number by 5 from 3. The only thing that can work there, I think, is 8. I'm going to check that in a minute. But I think we have to move that by 8 in order to restore the blue line is exactly divisible by 5. So if this was 8, this would be 37, this would be 37, so it would be on 74. 74, yes, that is 70 different from 144. So this would be 14, isn't it? 14 times 5 is 70. So this would be 14 segments. Yeah, nothing else is going to work, because between 3 and 8, as we move this, we're not going to end up with a value that's divisible by 5 for blue. So I think blue is 14 segments. Oh, hang on. Hang on. If that's 8, this is 1 as well. So that is not 8, and this is not 1, and that one seems to have to be 4, 5. So, right, so this, that's not 1 now either. This bottom one is either 2, 3, or 6, 7. I don't know the order. And these digits in box 6 are now 1, 2, 3, and 8, but the 8 is apparently up there. So these are from 1, 2, and 3. And what was the total for that? Oh, so if this is 8... Oh, I tell you a different thought. Remember red sums to 8? Well, it's not 1, 7 anymore, so that's got to be 2, 6, or 3, 5. And therefore this digit, oh, this is lovely. Right, so this digit has to be the complement of this one that adds up to 9 with it. So that's 3, 4, 5. 3, 6, 4, 5. No, 4 won't work there. So 4 won't work there, 5 won't work there. 7 is the other one. 7, 2, 6, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6. Now, well, it's all true, but it hasn't done it, has it? Oh, bobbins. Okay, well, I know how we can do this. Those two segments at the bottom of column of the blue line each sums to 14 in a domino. Well, there are only 2 ways to do that. This is going to give me a 1 here. The only ways of making dominoes add up to 14 in Sudoku are 6, 8, and 5, 9. So that's what these are. That's not 7, therefore. This is either 8 or 5. And this is not 1. So this is the 1. So these are not 1. And this is either 6, 8, or 5, 9. And now this can't be 8, because the 8's definitely in the column used up by one of those dominoes. So this is 8. There's sort of a floating 2, 3 pair in column 8 now, because this is a 2 or a 3, and in that domino there will be one of the digits 2 or 3, because it's either 2, 6, or 3, 5. Yeah, which isn't very surprising then when you look at box 9, because there's going to be a 2 or a 3 in here. This is not 8, so this is not 6. That's not 6 anymore, so that's not 3 anymore. There's definitely a 1 in that segment. This segment over here is also either 5, 9 or 6, 8. And I don't know. I think we must be very close to proving something now. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly where to look. 7 in column 7 is at the top. That's just Sudoku. That's nothing intelligent at all. Just looking at my pencil marks. 4 is at the top. That digit is not high. So that digit is 2, 3, 4, or 5. So this digit, you can't repeat a digit on a segment, can you? That was one of the things that we were told earlier. So that's at least 1, 2, 3, adding up to 6, which means this is a maximum of 8. It's not 8. Actually, what is that digit? Because it sees quite a lot of high digits. I'm wondering if this is going to be 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sorry, if you can all see it, you're probably getting cross with me for not being able to sort this out. I'm going to get rid of a 1 from here. Oh, we can get rid of 1 from all of there because there's a 1 in this domino to do with these 8 pairings, isn't there? So so the 1 in column 5 is in one of those 2 cells, so it's not in those cells. What was the yellow thing adding up to? I've forgotten, 22. So if that, I know that could still be a 9, because that could be a 2-3 pair. Bother. Can that be 7? That's 7. Oh, this would be 1, 2, 4. So this would have to be 1, 2, and this would have to be 4. If this, okay, so 7 works. If it's not 7, it's not 5 or 6. So its next option would be 4. Ah, that can't be a 2, 3. Ah, that is interesting actually. Ah, that's important. That's it, in fact. Right, we need to focus on this one and think about whether or not it's possible for this not to be 7. Now, at first blush, it is possible because this could be then a 4, this could be a 5, and that could be a 2-3 pair adding up to exactly the 14 we need. But I hadn't realised there was a 1 in this domino, and that removes the opportunity for this to add up to 5. So if this is 4, you simply can't get to 14. It's impossible. That's got to be 7. Which hopefully means, well, if that's not 7, that's not 2. So this is 5 or 6. So this is now 2 or 3 to add up to 8 with it. This is now 4 because these other digits in this 14 segment have to add up to 7 without using a repeated digit. So we've got to do that with 1, 2, 4. This is now 3. So this is a 2, and that's a 6. And that's a 3. It's just coming together now. 3, 6 comes out of here. 5 can be placed in box 3, and 4 can be placed. So now there's a 4 over there. And hopefully, now if this is a 5, look, that's going to have to be a 6-8 pair at the end of this row. So hopefully that's going to do something here. Oh, this is a 9. And this segment has to add up to 14 without using 1. So this is a 2-3 pair. It's brilliant, isn't it? It is. I don't think this is very straightforward, but it is brilliant. These are not 4 anymore. So this has really come down. Can I get that one? Maybe not. I'm slowly getting rid of some things. Oh, there has to be a 5 in here, doesn't there now? Because if not, 2 plus 3, these would only add up to 13. We've got to get to 22, and that's not going to get us high enough. So there is a 5 in there. So that's 13. We need 9 more, so it's going to be a 6 and a 3, or a 7 and a 2. 5 is very nearly placed in box 2. Ah, none of those is now a 5. We must be close to working out. No, I can't quite do it. Oh, Simon. Okay, let's try Sudoku. There's 3 coming out of these cells. Ah, I've got something. Right, we worked out there's a 5 in one of those, and I seem to have a 5 in one of these. So a question we could ask is, where's 5 in row 6? And it's over on the very extreme here. It's over here. But that's an 8 segment, remember? So that's got to be 1, 2, 5 now, which means this segment is 1, 3, 4. So it had to be different. And now this is a 2, and this is a 3. So this is a 1, so this is an 8. Now that's going to do something, he said confidently. Probably. So this is, that's a 3 or a 4 as well. And surely we can... 9, I can see 9's in this domino. I'm not sure what to do with it. Oh, that's my phone buzzing. Let me just check. That's nothing to worry about either. So I've got this 6. In row 1, we have not had a 2, 7, and we've not had a 4, 5. Which you think that would be usable. That's not 2, so this isn't 7. This isn't 4, so this isn't 5. So this is really restricted. Two or 4 here. I don't think it's enough. I think we're close to solving it, but close is not the same as having solved it. Ah, that's not 6 anymore. So in column 8, we've not put 4, 7, and 9 in. And wow, I still can't quite see how to do it. This is 1, 3, 4. Is there some cleverness we can do here? I've got a 1 and an 8 in the bottom row, which seem to be doing almost nothing. Oh, 1 is in the middle of the puzzle. That's truly strange. Oh, is that true even? I've got a 1 there and a 1 pencil marked here. Yeah, that is true. So 1 goes in the middle of the puzzle. This 3, 4, that's useful. Right, this is a 2, 5 pair now, summing to 7. 7 and 8 is 15. We need 22, so that's a 7. So this is a 6. These are now a 6, 9 pair. And what do we need to complete? 3, 5, and 7 to complete box. Right, what's this digit? That's naked. That's got to be a 3. So we've got a 5, 7 pair left in box 2. And I don't think it's resolved. That's really crazy. What about 1 here? That's okay. 1, 2, 2, 5, 5, 4. Good. Right. So this row now needs 3, 4, 6, 9 to finish it off. And that's not 3, look. Is there something going on in that column? I mean, I do realise that one of those, either that line or that line, is going to make 9 pairings. But it could just be this one with a 1, 8 pair there. Is there something we can... I don't know. How intriguing. No, I've got no idea what to look at. 6 and 8. Okay, let's try this row. I say this with very little confidence. 1, 5, 7, 9. It's not this, is it? We know, I mean, this sort of green banding is sort of finished, to be honest. I mean, I know we haven't done the digits, but we've done the mathematics of it. Oh, this what was the total on here? This is a 6 or a 9, because we needed these to be 15 dominoes, so that's a little better. That gives us a 6, because this one was 6, 9, that has to be the same. So this is a, whoopsie, that's a 7, 8 pair. Okay, and that's good. That actually, bizarrely, that is important, because look, we can now ask where 8 goes in column 3. And we know it's down here somewhere, and we know it must be therefore in this segment, where it must therefore join it up with its friend, the 1, in order to make a single digit total here. So we have actually, that very early pencil mark has proved worth its weight in something at least. Right. now. So we have to also bear in mind that this is meant to be a 9 segment too. Which might matter. And this digit is... okay, right. This digit is a little restricted by the fact that that domino there can't involve a 1. So the minimum that could be would be 2 plus 3, which means this is at least 5. So we've got... right, and now look at the bottom row. This digit's at least 5, it can't be 8 or 9. I've now got a 5, 6, 7 triple in the bottom row. So that's not 6 or 7. So that's a 2, 3 pair there. So this is a 6 or a 7. This can't be 5 anymore. So this corner digit is 2, 3 or 4. Sorry, I'm just waiting for an epiphany that's going to flow from that. I haven't got it yet. Okay. I've got a 2, 3 pair here. Is that important? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this can't be a 1 because of this 1, 8. Oh, maybe we can do some thingies in column. In this column, can we? It doesn't look terribly propitious, I have to say. Oh, actually, I can do this one. That 9 is giving me a 6 here and a 9 there and a 6 there. So that's a little bit of a win for the goodies. In fact, that keeps going. That's now, apparently that is a 4 by Sudoku. So this is a 2. Ah, that's huge. That's huge at the top. That 2 is going to give me a 7 here because it had to add up to 9. And that's got, so I've got a 4, 5 pair over here. This 2 gives me a 5 there. So this digit is now a 7. That's a 7, so that's a 5. I've got a whole string of dominoes down this column. Nothing is going to resolve those. Well, nothing in this neck of the woods is going to resolve them. We're going to need to do something down here to resolve that, which is slightly concerning. So how has this improved our knowledge of the world? What's it done for us, getting all of these dominoes? I have no clue. These digits, they don't involve a 1. So they must involve, they can't involve a 6 therefore. So they are from 2, 3, 4 and 5. Because 6 plus 2 would be 8, which would be too big for this. So I need to find something useful here. It's almost really good in row... oh, is it? No, it's not. I was thinking maybe it was 9 in row 8. But I don't think that's good enough. Oh dear, my phone's buzzing at me again. Okay, what about this then? There might be some options that are ruled out in terms of dominoage that sums to 9. Like, could this be 4, 5? I'm going to claim no. Because if this is 4, 5, these are 2, 3, and that has no fill at all. So this is not a 4, 5 domino, and it's not a 1, 8 domino. It could perhaps be 2, 7, or it's 3, 6, but it's one of those. Yeah, and that does allow me to do something if we take a look at these cells in the row. Because a 9 domino is going to need a 2 or a 3, given the options here, and this is a 2 or a 3, there's a floating 2, 3 pair now in row 7, which means this is not a 2 or a 3. This is not a 3. It's not enough, is it? Oh, no, I was going to say that rules out 4, 5, but I'd already managed to do that. 5 is now on that line somewhere. Does that mean 2 is as well? Oh, that would be beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, okay, there's a few things we can do now, actually. I've seen a different way of seeing what I was about to say. So maybe I'll start with the simpler thing. Could this be a 5 now? No, because this would be a 2-3 pair, and this would be a 6-7 pair, and they don't add up to 9. So this is not a 5. But now, look at the pencil marking in the box. Where's 5? It's on this domino. So this must be a 5-2 pair, adding up to 7. And I think, probably famous last words, but I think that should do a lot of damage. I think that's now a 6, so that's a 5, so this is an 8. Yeah, so these had to add up to 14, didn't they? So 6 goes there, 9 goes there, 4-7 pair means this is 9, this is 7, this is 6, this is 2, this is 3. Oh, that's 3 in the corner, that's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. 4, 2, 2, 5. So this is now not 2, 7. This has got to be 3, 6, which means we could take 6 out of these anyway. And something needs to crack. Either this or these. 9 here gives us 9 and 7, and 7 and 4, and 3 here now. So this 4-1 pairs resolved, that becomes a 5, that becomes a 4, that becomes a 3, the 1 and the 8 gets resolved, and then these two have a lot of heavy lifting. They're like the atlas of the Sudoku on the left-hand side, and they're going to have to fill in all of these digits, but they are doing a manful job. Yeah, here we go. What a brilliant puzzle. That was brilliant. Wow. Cataract. By Nicolas Duhail is a fantastic Sudoku puzzle. A bit of arithmetic necessary, but also a bit of Sudoku. And I mean, you could sense, or I at least felt I could sense, how carefully that had been put together, so that it was just enough information at the end that all those weird dominoes got resolved. I love that. Absolutely love that. Let me know in the comments how you got on with it. Enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.